I like that Naja is going over the last quiz that she did, looking over and making corrections on mistakes. I definitely need everybody. A couple of you have not gotten to 5 yet, and I need to make sure you've gotten there so we can benefit from that learning. Particularly number 5 was put there for a reason. Like, oh no. As soon as I see that we've all gotten there, we are going to take it. Particularly number 5. Thank you for those who have been checking that. That's the question of the day. And I'm just checking you off if you have gotten them done. For questions that require units, please pay attention to that. Make sure that you have included the appropriate units. If I've checked number 5, I'm not checking the answer choice, I'm checking your work for a reason, just so you know. But you should be working on something in the meantime, girl. 1 minute. Raise your hand if you need a minute for number 5. Let me just see how many people we're waiting on. All right. Make some changes. And there's a lesson embedded in number 5. Can I have everybody's cats real quickly, please? Ready? All right. A couple of things that I want us to pay attention to. Number 1, take a look at number 1. Why do you think I didn't leave much space or room for work in number 1? What's the reason for that? Why didn't I leave a lot of space in number 1? There's a reason for that. Please make sure that your cats are in the right place. Ready, Hunter? We missed you. We need you. Put it away for me. Why didn't I leave a whole lot of room on that one? Tyree, loud and clear. Put cats on Tyree. Anybody wants to add to that? Anybody wants to add to that one real quickly? Let's see who. Good, go for it, Cherry. Okay, so both of you are absolutely right. If we have a good, strong conceptual understanding of what's happening here, we really should be able to mentally work this out and write this down. Most of us got this, but unfortunately one or two of us still slipped up. All right, so what should be the correct response for this one? First hand that I saw. Thank you so much for the quick hands. Brianna. Just tell me. -4 and 1/3. And if you have a question on that, please feel free to ask. If I didn't check it for you, check yourself off and we'll keep moving. Are we all right so far? Beautiful. Number 2. Number 2, real quickly, I want to find out what you got and then somebody to help help our teammates who might have forgotten the procedure on this one. Jordan, haven't heard your voice yet. Go ahead.
I got 10.
Okay, so no units were necessary in this one. Any questions on what we should do in dividing fractions? Or better yet, Jordan, can you just give us a quick rundown, step by step? What should we do for those teammates of us among us who've forgotten?
I made it with improper fractions.
So step 1, convert the mixed numbers to improper fraction.
And then I brought everything down. And then I did copy, dot, flip.
Did he just say that? Whoa. Whoa, did he just say the words copy dot flip? Can somebody help him out here? We don't speak like that. We don't use that language, but you know I still love you, right? We're going to have a teammate help you out. We don't speak like that. Who's going to help us out? Who's going to help us out? Alyssa.
Can you say that?
So you're helping him out. So what's wrong with what he's saying?
You didn't actually explain what you gotta do.
Okay. All right. Tyree, you want to add to that?
You could have actually probably not put it anymore because that was like 6th grade stuff.
Well, I didn't quite say that. I'm going to get me in trouble now. I didn't say that. Anybody wants to add to that? What are we pushing for? Seriously. Because if you wrote that on a written response on a quiz, I would not. I'd ask you, what's that? Is that a fruit? Seriously. Caleb?
The correct terminology.
Yeah, we want to push for academic language, and we want to use the correct terminology. So if we even see that on a paper or on an assessment sheet, you shouldn't be going, what? What? We should know. So go ahead one more time. So you said convert this to a mixed number, and then
Break everything down, and then use the reciprocal for negative 5 over 22.
so we're going to multiply by the reciprocal of the second fraction. Yes, you are indeed correct, and that should have given us positive 10. Positive 10. Please look, many of you had negative when I was walking around. Pay attention to the signs. The first thing I would do is I'd look at it and go, okay, negative number divided by another negative number, make sure my answer is positive. So check that for me, please. If you have a question on that, feel free to ask. Otherwise, we're going to keep it moving. For number 3, I want somebody to quickly read this and then tell me how you knew what operation you should use. How did you decide on a method? So if somebody could read this for us real quickly and then explain to us how you knew what you should have done in this problem. Loud and clear. Kevin, thank you for getting those hands up. Ready?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so it said that it was cut into 5 equal pieces. So I said divide.
How do you know?
I know because it said cut and equal.
Okay. I need more. I need more. Convince me. Let's see whose voice we have not heard yet. Amani?
I said, how long was each piece? So like, you have to split it up and see how much can go into 5 pieces. So usually that means that you have to divide.
Except I'd probably say, you mean how, so you want to know the other way around, right? So if I'm going to cut it into 5 equal pieces, I want to know basically how many 5s can I get from the other one. When I was walking around, a few of your teammates, not the majority, actually started to subtract. Most of you divided. And one question I asked your teammates was, what if I said there was a length 20 feet long and I wanted to cut this up into 5 equal pieces? Your teammate did not hesitate. Instantly, the individual said, oh, you just do 20 divided by 5. Right? So think like that. I want to know how many 5s can I get out of 20. How many 5s are there in 20? Once you start to ask how much of one thing is contained in another, you are absolutely correct. That is a division problem. So we must be able to think about these questions and really decide on what is the appropriate operation. All right, so you are correct. So when I want to know how many pieces, if I want to cut this in 5 equal pieces, it definitely is a division problem. And what did you get for that one? How would you set that one up? Garrett?
I put I switched, I converted 17.5 to a improper fraction.
Uh-huh, I'm listening.
35/2.
Very good.
And I divided that by the reciprocal of 5, which is 1/5.
You mean you multiply,
Yes.
okay? Thank you, by the reciprocal of